very, very thick, as you can see. Oh god, it's a little much, but okay, so this is the daily conditioner. It looks like a pile of it's so silky smooth. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now today, if you haven't noticed by the title, I am going to be giving you an update on my Overtone hair. I'm going to also link that video down below if you haven't gone to go watch it, but I'm assuming that most of you are already wondering kind of how my hair is looking, exactly how this daily conditioner stuff works, so I'm going to jump right into it. But if you're new here and haven't watched any of my videos, welcome. Please feel free to subscribe and follow me on all my social media accounts, which are linked down below. Okay, let's get started. So if you watched my last video, you know that I used the Overtone coloring treatment to dye my somewhat dirty blonde hair that had highlights to the Espresso brown color that they carry. And I got the duo treatment, which came with the coloring treatment that I used in my last video, and also a daily conditioner. So in this video, I'm going to be using the daily conditioner, show you guys how that works, how long it takes to apply, exactly how much change it makes to the hair. And I'm also going to tell you how my hair has been doing. As you can see, it's definitely not that espresso brown color that I originally dyed it to, but I kind of will go into why that is and how long it lasted for me personally. I'll also give you guys my final thoughts on if I think that you should purchase it, what exactly my opinions are on both of the products, so definitely keep on watching. Okay, so this is what their daily conditioner looks like. If it looks like I've already used it, that's because I have. I'll get into why I didn't do an update the first time I used it and all that when I start applying. But yeah, so it looks like this. It's got 8 fluid ounces, and it says on the back to use gloves and apply it to either wet or dry hair, but if you want a brighter color, use dry hair. So my hair is dry. I've already washed it today. And then it says wait 3 to 5 minutes or longer, up to you, and then rinse completely. So I'm going to apply this and kind of talk to you guys a little bit about what my hair has done while I apply it. So as you can see, I'm actually wearing Brett's t-shirt, and if you can see dog hair on it, that's because there is. That's my adorable little Australian Shepherd Cassie that you see in all of my little intro scenes. And I just washed my hair. Like, I don't have any makeup on or anything because, you know, you have to rinse it out. And I actually had makeup on in my first video. And when I rinsed it out, I got like my makeup all messed up, so I didn't want to put makeup on or anything or style my hair. So yeah, I'm looking a little rough for this video, but that's okay. It will all turn out right in the end, hopefully. Basically, this is the color after 6 washes. And I say 6 hair washes instead of how many days because this temporary color really depends on how many times you wash your hair, not how many days. So you could have this look for a month if you only wash your hair once a week, but I personally have to wash my hair every other day. My hair gets really oily and it's just used to being washed often too, so I've washed it every other day. I've mostly used a shampoo that's meant for colored hair, but that also leaves my hair oily as well, especially just up in the crown. So I have had to go in. The only thing that gets that oil out is my Quantum clarifying shampoo, which I highly recommend if you have oily hair, but that does tend to kind of strip your hair of color. So what my Nana has taught me, who's the professional hairstylist that I mentioned in my last video, she said just go in with it just at the roots. Don't lather it all up. Don't get it all through your hair. Just get it as close to the roots as possible and rinse it out. And that actually really helped. So I'm just going to section my hair into 2 sections, and I'm going to try and apply this pretty quickly because it's a daily conditioner. I'm not going to go in as much trying to saturate all of my hair because I feel like that's what you would do with the coloring treatment, but I'm going to try and make this a quick process as possible so you guys can see. Okay, so basically I have the top and the bottom. The top is sectioned off, and we're gonna start applying the daily conditioner. The first time I opened this, I immediately recognized that it smells almost identical to this one, which I don't know, I was a little bit surprised. I thought that it would be kind of a less of a harsh smell, but it smells exactly the same. Also, the consistency of this, when you first look at it, looks very, very similar. It's very, very thick, as you can see. Oh god, it's a little much, but I don't know. Let me try and open this. Okay, so this is the daily conditioner. It looks like a pile of, but this is it compared. I mean, they look, it literally seems like the exact same product to me, but we're gonna apply it and I'm gonna show you the difference if there is any difference. So I'm just gonna try and comb it through, do this really, really quickly, because when I hear the words daily, it should be an easier process than the original applying the color. I mean, it literally says on the bottle that you don't have to use it every day, but we definitely recommend you do. So I'm gonna just not be as careful. Now, like I said earlier, this is the second time I've done this, and there's a reason behind that. I wanted to do a legit kind of first impressions, I guess you would say, of this daily conditioner, just like I did the deep conditioning or deep coloring treatment. But when I first applied the original color, I went in with my first shampoo, like when I rinsed out the color, because I thought that's what you were supposed to do. It does say apply to clean hair, but I figured you needed to also wash it out. It doesn't say to wash it out, but it also doesn't say not to. So I went in with my usual shampoo, and the color came out great. You can see on the video I was very, very happy with the color. But the second time I washed it, which was about 2 days later, I washed it with the same shampoo, got out, dried it, and I swear, like, it looked terrible. Like, it was completely faded. Ugh, it looked really bad. The ends looked very blonde. I was talking about it with my grandmother, my Nana.
And I was just like, Nana, why is this happening? I do not understand.
And she was kind of perplexed too for like a day, and a day went by, and finally she said,
Emily, what shampoo did you use? Did you use the shampoo you normally use?
and I said, well, yeah. And I normally use the Quantum Clarifying shampoo. Now that will just tell you how much of an amateur I am when it comes to hair. I didn't see any problem with using that. I use it all the time. It's never caused really a problem with my color before, but I, for the most part, have had my natural hair with a lot of highlights, and it didn't really bother my highlights. And she said, oh
my gosh, that is what's wrong. Clarifying shampoo, like, one of the things it will do specifically is get all of the color out of your hair.
I went in a few days later and actually used the daily conditioner that I'm using now to try and get it back to a color I was happy with, and I didn't want to do a video on it because I obviously did not follow the correct hair steps, and I didn't want to show you guys what my hair looked like after only 2 washes, when normally that's not what your hair would look like. And then after that, I reapplied this to my hair to get it back to the original state so that I could do a true update video, a true daily conditioner how-to video. And so that is what we're doing today. Okay, so I've done the bottom section. Before I start the top, I do want to talk about a little about kind of what my hair looks like now. Like I said, I've washed it 6 times. It's been 10 days since I've used this, and I haven't done any daily conditioner. I haven't reapplied this at all. My hair definitely, trying to see if in the monitor if it's even more red than what it looks like in real life, but it definitely faded out to a brassy orangey red color. I don't hate it, to be honest, but definitely not the color, you know, obviously I was going for. I wanted dark brown. So if you do have somewhat of a darker blonde hair and you go in with this espresso brown, just know that your hair very well may fade to a red shade. Now, like I said, I use clarifying shampoo at the roots, so if my roots look a little bit different, that would be why. And also a tip there that I learned, if you do want to get rid of this color faster, like if it's fading to red and you just absolutely can't stand it, just wash it 3 or 4 times with a good clarifying shampoo. Highly recommend Quantum, and that will get it right out for you. So I've got pretty much the roots and everything. I've gone through all the hair once. Now I'm just going in and making sure that the ends are really fully saturated, because the daily conditioner as well as the original coloring treatment is such a thick product that it's hard to make sure you're getting all the way down to your ends. So okay, so now my hair is all fully saturated as best as I could get it. It took me about 15-ish minutes, so it was quicker than this first Overtone coloring treatment that I did. That took me about 30 minutes. I'll probably do 10 minutes and then rinse it because I want it to have a pretty good effect on the color. So see you guys in 10 minutes. Okay, so I'm back with my hair rinsed and dried. I straightened it a little bit and put a little bit of makeup on to be a little bit more presentable. And how many times can I say little bit in one sentence? This is the final result of the daily conditioner. It definitely is pretty much the same result as the coloring treatment. So, like I said, I really honestly think they're pretty much the same product, but I'll go into all that in a second. So I'm gonna pop up a few pictures for you guys just to do a quick recap of this hair journey that I've done. I'm gonna first pop up the picture before I did anything to the hair at all. It was basically a dark, dirty blonde, maybe level 7 or 6 brown throughout, except for the highlighted portions, which were right in the front here and all along the bottom. I was going for kind of a balayage with higher up highlights in the front, you know, all that. And then the second picture is gonna be how it looked after the first time I applied the coloring conditioner. I really loved the result there. I thought it was a gorgeous, gorgeous color. And then this next picture is about after 4 washes, and that is basically to the point for me personally that I thought it looked good. After that, like you saw before this video, that was 6 hair washes for me. It was kind of just going really close to the color I had before, but still had that red tint in it. So if you're really trying to avoid red and you have blonde highlights, you're definitely going to have to use this more often than I did. Now let's go into my final thoughts about the actual products. Okay, so if you saw in my first video, I not only got the coloring conditioner, I also got the daily conditioner, and it was called something like the Overtone Treatment Duo or something like that, where you got both this and this in the color you selected, and that was a total of $43. Now, I do want to say it did take 2 weeks to get to me. I didn't pay any extra for any expedited shipping or like that, but I just want to let you know it took 2 weeks to get to me, which I understand during COVID times that can happen, but it did personally seem a little long because we're all used to Amazon shipping and it gets to you in a few days. If you buy this by itself, it costs $29. If you buy the daily conditioner by itself, it costs $18. So if you combine that, that's going to be a total of $47. So They obviously want to lower the price of the duo treatment to make it seem like a deal, but you're really only saving $4. And I'll tell you why I think that's not really a good deal, because if I were ever to buy Overtone again, I would not bother with this daily conditioner because I just have a few issues with it. Like, first of all, it says daily conditioner. Like, when I bought this off the website, I figured what you do with this is you literally put it in your shower with all of your other hair products, and after you wash your hair, this would literally be your conditioner. Instead of using the everyday conditioner that you use, or every time you wash your hair, use that conditioner, you would use this instead. So I figured you literally just comb it through really quick, like a really quick process. I figured it'd be the consistency of a regular conditioner. It is not at all. First off, you have to have gloves to even apply this if you don't want your hands to get stained. So that pretty much eliminates you doing it in the shower with the rest of your routine. And then it even says on the back, if you want a brighter color, which I don't know anybody that would not, you want to do it to dry hair. So I really, really think these are pretty much identical products. I did not check the ingredients of these to double check. And the reason I say that is this smells the exact same as this one. It is the same consistency. One other thing I don't like about this daily conditioner is it is a pain to get out of this bottle. It is so much easier to just go in with your hands and scoop this out. This is a pain to get out. If you do have it and you're using it, a little tip I have is it was much easier to kind of do this on it and then do one squeeze and a lot would come out instead of just constantly squeezing on it. It literally was taking forever to come out of the bottle. So I honestly think they just sell this as a duo so that you buy both, when really if I were ever to buy this again, I would just bother with this. If they're going to do a daily conditioner, I really think they should kind of refine their formula so that it's just more of a regular conditioning consistency, because this is just so thick that it is a pain to get out, to apply, everything. So there are a couple reasons I would definitely recommend buying the coloring conditioner. One is if you want to do one of their more unique colors. I know they're vibrant purple and they're vibrant red, and all of their bright colorful colors are super, super popular. And I think this is a really great option to do that. It's super, super simple to do. It is $29. I'm not sure about prices of other like temporary colors you can go buy, but I just know that this will definitely work. And I've seen reviews of their other colors on light blonde hair, and they just look really, really, really good. So if you want to try out a cool color for like a week, I would definitely recommend buying this. And the other reason I would recommend buying it is if you're like me and you're thinking about going darker, you should definitely try one of their neutral colors like this one. They also have black as well. And that way you can just see if you even like it dark, because if you go in and use a permanent hair color or a semi-permanent hair color and you may not even like it, you're not going to be able to wash it out as quickly as you can with this. And also, this does not damage your hair at all. If anything, it is better for your hair. I mean, my hair is so, so conditioned right now. Like, every time I've used this, I haven't had to go in with my usual conditioner at all for at least the first 3 or 4 washes, because it's just so conditioning. Like, it's so, so silky smooth. I really love how conditioning it is. The only con to that is, I said earlier, I have really naturally oily hair, so with it being a conditioning treatment, I feel like my hair gets oily even faster. So I do have to go in with a clarifying shampoo, which just strips the color, and it's just repeating this process all over again. So that's the only con I would say. If you have naturally oily hair, you may notice that as well using this product. The other thing I really liked is how easy it was to use this product, not this one. It was just super easy to apply. I literally went in with a glove, obviously, scooped it out, and pretty much combed it through my hair. I was really worried about getting patchy areas if it wasn't evenly applied, but as y'all saw earlier, I went through and roughly put this through all of my hair, and my hair seems pretty evenly colored. So Definitely you don't have to worry about that, so I really enjoyed that as well. Yeah, if you want to do a cool color or if you want to see what your hair would look like darker, I would definitely recommend buying it. I also want to talk about how much of the product I actually used. I used about the same out of both, which makes sense because they both have 8 fluid ounces in there. I probably couldn't get by it with what I have now. I've used both of these twice, and there's still some left. Can you kind of see how much that is? And there's about the same left in this bottle. It's just, I wouldn't want to risk it trying to use it again if it's not enough. That would be really, really bad. So yeah, I got 2 uses out of each, and my hair, it's a little bit on the longer side. It's a little bit past my shoulders. So if you have a little bit short, if you have shoulder length hair a little bit shorter, you can definitely get 3 uses out of each. If you have really long hair, you could probably get exactly 2 uses out of each, which, I mean, since this is only $29, I think that's a pretty good deal. So basically, in summary, I would definitely recommend just buying this. This is $29. I got 2 uses out of it with my length of hair, because if you want to use this for more than 8 washes, which is how long it would last me, I say just go ahead and use a more permanent hair color. But I feel like people that are purchasing this are doing something that's temporary. They know they're buying temporary colors, so definitely the fun colors would be really awesome choice to buy. And these neutral colors, I mean, this espresso brown came out really, really good, so I definitely recommend just getting the coloring treatment for $29. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you learned a little bit something about Overtone hair color. As always, please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel, give this video a big thumbs up, and you can also follow me on all of my social media, which is linked down below. See you guys next time.